All right. I got to just go on an angry rant here and just get this off my chest. Something happened today, and as those who know me know well, I have a lot of strong opinions about leadership, and something I saw something today just left me just hot, steaming, just pissed. Uh, and so this is a little bit of the backstory. A friend of mine that I met last year, he was working in a role that he loved. He'd been there for several years, really loved the company, loved the position. But a friend who had a startup had a new role that he was hiring for. I don't know if they're a Series A or a Series B startup, but they're growing. They had a role, and it was going to be kind of like a promotion for my friend, a bigger opportunity that he just really wanted to take advantage of, and so he hopped on it. He was doing great. Things were well. He was told, "Hey, you're going to have a budget to build out a team," and then a few months later, next thing he knows, he's laid off. And his friend, who's the CEO, was like, "Hey, the investors there are, and our advisors are just saying that right now we need to conserve cash for a runway for the business. We don't actually, we're at this stage of our growth, we don't actually need this department or team right now, and so we're just not going to have this department right now. We're so unfortunately, sadly, we're going to have to lay you off." And my friend, I met him up with for breakfast, like a little coffee chat a few months ago, and he had a super positive, optimistic attitude about it. He wasn't harboring or sharing any hard feelings about the company or his friend or the CEO or anything like that. He was like, I don't know. I don't know, have the full story. So I just give people the benefit of the doubt. They gave valid reasons that, I can't really argue without having like the full story. And so he was just doing great, doing his own thing. And this was a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, right after he'd gotten laid off. But literally this morning, I log into LinkedIn. The first thing I see is this guy talking about how he just got hired at this company for the exact same role that my friend got laid off from. And he's advertising for these other roles, positions on the team that he's building out. So a new person got hired to do the same job in the same company and got the budget to build out a team that he wants. And it triggered this memory that I had just last week or the week before. I was coaching an executive, a client, and he was telling me about a team member issue. And he was like, "Yeah, there's always the management technique of just laying them off, but I don't want to do that." And he was telling me about this tactic. The easy way to get rid of people is, coming from the military, I had no idea that this existed, but you just lay someone off and be like, "Hey, we don't need this role anymore." Step one, lay them off. Step two, you create a new role with a new job title and a slightly different job description, and then you hire someone that you want, and voila, you have successfully and legally gotten rid of the person you didn't want and hired someone new to do the exact same job. And when I heard about it during this coaching session, I just thought, wow, crazy. People actually do that. And then as I'm reading this, I immediately text my friend after I see this post on LinkedIn. I'm like, "Dude, WTF? Like, I'm so confused. Like, what happened? I thought they didn't need anyone. Now this guy, not only is he like a more senior person, he's going to have a team. He's already advertising for those roles." I'm like, "What is happening?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't know." Again, super nice guy. He's way nicer than I am. And that's why I'm on here venting, because he's a better person than me. But I just got to say, like, that is bullshit. Like, that is not leadership. That is the opposite of leadership, period. All right. That is not leading with integrity. That's not authentic leadership. And if you're doing that, like, you are throwing your reputation away, because people are going to find out. You might think that only a few people know, but word spreads quickly. Your reputation is what you have. Your character, who you're known as, that's all you have. Maybe the situation did change. I don't know. I don't have the full story. I don't even know this company or the CEO. I just know that perception is reality. And if you want to start, build, or run a fantastic business, you better start taking care of your people, take care of your employees. And that means being a leader. And if you want to be a leader, and actually do these things, then you better get comfortable making, verbalizing, and executing uncomfortable decisions. And if that means you have to fire your friend, if that means you have to give your friend a chance to grow in that role that you hired him for, so be it. But it doesn't mean is being dishonest, because I get it. Hey, business is messy, life is messy, leadership is challenging, but that doesn't mean it's dishonest. So, founders, leaders, executives, prioritize being authentic, leading with integrity, and just get comfortable having difficult discussions, because that's what leadership is. Leadership is a never-ending series of difficult conversations with yourself and with others. And that's why you get paid to do. That's why you get the equity and everything else, is to fill that role. And if you don't want to do it, then step aside and let someone else do it. All right, that's my rant for today. I'm going to be posting some more of these videos on just as stories or reels on Instagram, as well as on my YouTube channel that I just started. These will just be some YouTube shorts. Hope you'll subscribe and follow along. Thanks for hearing me out on this one, and have a good day.